on Daybreak. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our Teal Terran player from Prime. And he has tied it up despite what I've done there. It is Maru, his opponent here in the upper right-hand corner. From Startale, Red Cert player Sun. And we do have to give a shout-out to EMN Giant Gnome. He says, I'll buy an IPL 6 pass if you give me a shout-out on stream. Well, we've done our part now.
You go buy it.
You do yours. Again, tickets for sale for IPL 6 right now. IGN.com/IPL 6.
Well, I also need to give a shout out to Herbsy.
Yeah?
He has actually been up all night modding GSL, I believe, all day as well. And then he saw that we were casting this match today, Startale versus Prime. He's been up all day. He goes, I will watch it for a shout out. So there you go, Herbsy. You deserve it, man. You're an awesome mod. Thank you for helping out everybody in the community. Dude is everywhere, so I wanted to get my word in as well. Curious as to what we're going to see. We have a Zerg player, Sun. I unfortunately have not seen him in a while. But the thing I mentioned is Prime's been having a little trouble with Zergs as of late.
Yes.
A lot of Code A losses due to just playing against Zerg. He's got a pretty strong Helion Marauder build that he loves to do a lot, but I don't know if he'll pull it out in the GSTL. It's really more Helion based than Marauder, and he just tears through lanes. It's ridiculous, but again, I'm just waiting to see what Sun's going first, but we do have a gas first right away.
That's right, and no surprise. Looks like we're going to have a 15 hatch here out of Sun. Now, this is a map where if players are feeling especially greedy, they see that their opponent goes for a very fast command center, something like that, they can actually decide to go for a 3 hatch before spawning pool. Of course, that could mean the death of Sun if he decides to do that in this game. Given that gas first, Maru is going to have a very, very fast factory, and we'll see how he follows that up.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of thirds at around 3 to 315 as of late in ZVT. It's ridiculous how fast they're getting them, but Kevin's right. We have a lot of command center first builds or 1 max expands, and players are just going that route. Unfortunately, this drone will pop straight in the main, and we'll see that gas. He should be clicking on it to go ahead and get a feel for it, and he actually hasn't clicked on it quite yet.
Even if he hasn't, he saw the barracks wasn't, he did just click on it right there, but he saw the barracks wasn't done yet, and if it's not done at the 3-minute mark, well, okay, obviously they put something else up beforehand.
Very true there. So there goes the factory right away. Reactor Helion is a strong possibility here. There is, with the positioning, it looks like some Reactor Helion. If you ever have a factory to the right side of your main, that's a good probability that it's going to be some kind of tech lab play on Starport. Ooh, still on that gas. And that hurts, actually. That
was actually just a slight miss micro from Maru, too. He missed one of his shots in the stutter step. He didn't stutter for long enough. He clicked forward a little bit faster, so he missed 1 shot, which is exactly what he needed to kill the drone. Now, I'm not saying that this taking gas is going to win the game for Sun, but he's certainly going to be annoying for a while. Cancels it, puts it back up, and now he's going to have vision of his opponent for a while.
Such a pain in the rear. You actually need 3 Marines to kill that off, and you know, he stopped creating the Marines after the first one because he wanted to get this factory down on top of the reactor. So this gas is stolen forever. So if he wanted to move up in tech and he's actually blowing a starport at the top right side, it's going to be slowed down so much. So effectively that gas first is actually essentially a regular gas now. Because that's the second gas super fast. So nice play there from Sun. Doesn't cancel as well as I would like him to, but again, if you ever want to get rid of that gas, you need to have 3 Marines or at least 1 Marine and 2 SCVs, I believe, to do enough DPS.
Yes, that is correct. So yeah, I think it's the 1 Marine and 2 SCVs kills it as fast as it's building, so it holds it steady and won't allow them to reconstruct it, but yes. All right, so Starport finishes up, no second gas on the way, and it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a Helion drop to start things off.
Helion drop, fun. He does love his Helions. That's one of the things that Maru is known for. First couple of Helions will go in the natural, and this is what's so smart about this. The 2 Helions that come in, they poke in the natural, maybe do some damage if his Spine Core is not there or Queens are on the way, and then he brings them back and just throw them in the main out of nowhere. And a lot of Zerg players are like, oh, I defended this Helion push that's coming to my natural. Drone, 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 drone. And then all of a sudden they're in a lot of pain. But Sun actually being very cautious here, building 10 links.
Yeah, and he already knows something is up for the most part. You know, he's got that. He knows his opponent was just sitting on 1 base for a while, even sending in another Zergling just to check. So no expansion, early gas, everything's shaping up for a pretty early attack. So no third hatchery has been taken yet. He decided to take gas so he could prioritize that speed. Almost looking like a little bit older TVZ, honestly.
Yeah, Sun just playing the basics of TVZ, it looks like. And it looks like the drop will be happening right away. Overlord does spot that Queens and Lings reacted. Oh my gosh, speed hit perfectly, but the Helions will run in and they can kite these Lings pretty nicely. It's a little harder off creep, but still doing some mediocre damage, actually. He only got 1 drone killed off. Yeah,
looks like he'll maybe be able to grab a second. No, actually having to kill a couple of Lings just to keep these alive. Whoa, a few drones lined up. That ends up killing 3 more drones. He does actually grab a 5th overall, so 5 workers killed, but at the same time, he's actually running in and doing some damage inside of the natural. How many workers killed all together? 14.
So 9 more killed with the natural. And that hurts. That's really, really painful. Can we check out the units tab real quick?
Of course.
25 to 16. Maru suddenly very ahead in the SCV count. He did fall up into a command center as well in his main, so he's going to be feeling very nice where he's at. Now, Sun can drone up pretty nicely. He has a lot of lanes in the field, so at this point, he can spread him out and grab map control and maybe take a quick third, which I would actually recommend in this situation. But we'll see what the plan is for him. He's just droning up just a tad bit here. He's being very, very cautious.
Yeah, and you know what? Even being very cautious ended up netting a lot of damage for Maru in the end. I mean, Sun wasn't able to hold that effectively enough. He dealt with the one that was inside of the main, but not the one that was inside of the natural. And now we see Maru throwing down another factory, going up to another command center. We may see just a good old transition to mech out of this.
Yeah, something to note as well as we do the Helions push across the middle of the map is whenever Sun had the lanes kind of catty-cornered in the main, if we want to, can we check in the main real quick?
Yes.
We have the Helions in this top right corner of these patches, right in that area, and he has Lings actually at a point to come in and get a nice round, but he just kept hiding in his hatchery, and they got a lot of free shots there from Maru. I know it's 4 Helions, and it's very scary to actually engage on them because you could actually get a passage of the way out, but you need to invest and have a queen get in there and getting damage, and you can't play that careful against Helions or you will die off.
And there are still 20 Lings out on the map somewhere. There they are. Oh, they're in actually a really bad position initially.
Oh, wow.
A lot of Lings initially get roasted, and I just said initially a whole lot of times in a row.
It's a good word.
Regardless, these Helions are going to do some significant damage. All of the Lings were roasted immediately. Now we're going to see some fried drones.
Maru making some plays here. He's getting a nice patch off. He does. He can get a couple more shots off as well. The Queen's actually attacking his own extractor. Misclick there from Sun. Quite unfortunate. He actually right-clicked all his drones on there. At the same time, Helion's going to the natural. He's dealing with that, and these Helions got more damage in. Sun is just crumbling under the pressure of Maru.
Yeah, and with Blue Flame and 3 Helions being made at a time, this game could actually be over relatively quickly. We see another attack being sent out for Maru. He knows he has a really, really nice pressure built on his opponent. His opponent, he's caught a catch-22 now. You have to make drones, otherwise you're just going to lose the game here in a bit. But if you make drones right now, more Helions are just going to overrun you.
This is a bit of a throwback to when Slayers actually went to that one MLG and they made Helions all the time, and now for the next 2 weeks on ladder, it was all Helions ever made. And you're right, it looks like an old ZVT. You mentioned that earlier, and Maru just making work of Sun. 2 Queens are on this outside natural. There is a Spine Crawler there, but there is just so many Helions.
That was so good, too. He wasn't shooting the destructible debris because he wanted to kill the destructible debris with Helions. He wanted to clean up some creep tumors that were underneath, and actually managed to snag 2. So very cool stuff. Now Sun trying to run away with these drones, but the Helions are in hot pursuit. Nice little catch there in the top corner. It is going to minimize the damage that's done, but yes, more Helions are making their way in.
Oh my gosh, this is the point too where you're like, I should have made a Rotorn. He just did it, and you can't do it anymore at all because you don't have the economy to do so. And if you go that route, all of a sudden you're going to be slower behind in gas. You won't get your layer timing up. This is seriously a slow death here for Sun. I feel bad for him because I've been in this position, just being outplayed by a Terran player, and you just can't do anything about it, and you just kind of think about, oh, what happened? I don't want to count him out quite yet, but there is a natural down. We're falling up into more tech. We already have Thors in the field. A Thor Helion push could just end this game.
Oh yeah, because the Helion's going to be able to deal with the Zerglings, and there's nothing that can actually damage the Thors afterwards, and that'll be able to annihilate most of the structures. So Zerglings still down very low in number, just 6 actually on the map. That's all of them. And the rest are just drones waiting to be roasted.
Being shot down right away. That upgrade is quite painful for him. And have we followed up into any tech? We did get the lair finished up. We have 3rd and 4th gas, but yeah, there's just nothing here except Lane, Spine Car, and a couple Queens chasing around the fastest dune buggies in the world. Literally, that's what they feel like. He's just chasing a car on a bicycle. He just can't catch up with him. And now with Thors finally popping out, Helion joining in as well, upgrades on the way, +1 mechanical weapons being queued up, falling into the 3rd and 4th gas so we can fall up into another factory and just keep the production pumping. Maru is kilometers ahead for you European people.
Light years ahead, maybe?
Light years ahead.
Yes.
He's pretty up there.
Yep, 4 factories now. Was that a siege tank I saw just finished up? It was, because why not at this point? But yeah, Maru's in complete control of this game. He's got double supply of his opponent. Worker count is 47 to 31. Now, Maru knows he's doing really well in this game. He knows he was really far ahead. He actually didn't trade the most cost-effectively with a couple of those last Helion pushes, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And it looks like he's going to drop in one more time, clearing those Overlords out ahead of time with the Vikings so we can get in with this a little bit more undetected, and manages to snag another 5 or 6 drones there. He's killed 57 this entire game.
Solid surround there for Sun. give him a little bit of credit.
Yeah.
We got getting rid of those Helions, and that will hold off Maru for a little bit as he moves into his third base. But he's so far behind. This is one of those bets where I bet my pants that there's no way that Sun can win, and if he does, I give my pants to somebody. Like, there's no way whatsoever for Sun to win, and I feel bad saying that.
So I don't have to do anything else. I can just take the bet.
Yep. Yeah. You
Well,
take
there
the
it is.
bet. I did it last weekend when we almost lost him, but whew, there we go. Looks like Maru will be taking that series, just absolutely whittling down Sun. I think it's the only word I can really say. Just constant pressure.
Very, very uncomfortable to watch too.
Yeah.
You know, you felt bad for Sun the whole time. I really like Maru. Don't get me wrong. He's one of my favorite players. Very fun to watch. He's obviously very young too, which means he has a long StarCraft career ahead of him. But he's kind of felt bad for Sun the whole time.
Yeah, you want to see a player, again, it's the first time we've been seeing him actually on a series, and we want to see him do well as all. When a new player comes out and they surprise us, oh my gosh, that is exciting. But Sun, unfortunately, lacking the fireworks this game.
Now
as Maru had too many.
Now the next Startale player is actually going to be Sound, so a Terran player coming in. We're going to have a TVT on Ohana. Sound's a guy who's made a number of appearances for Startale in Team League situations. Has been reserved as a sniper in a lot of circumstances, but we'll see what he can do against Maru.
All righty, guys, run to a commercial. We'll be right back.